packet. Pistol packet. Pistol packet, never slacking. Pistol packet.
This is the Grog Cutter 8 EPT, the empty version of this pocket-sized chisel tip marker. I paid $3.55 for this marker on bombingscience.com, and 2 packs of replacement nibs are available for $3.55, making this marker relatively inexpensive to use. A larger version of this marker is also available with a 15mm nib or a 30mm nib for those fat-ass lines. Grog also sells this marker pre-filled with buff-proof ink, AquaPro paint, or Extra Flow paint in a variety of colors. Is this marker really good for graffiti? Will paint really flow through it very well? Is it worth $4? We're gonna find out. So let's pop the hood and see what's inside of it. First off, it has a snap-tight lid to prevent leaks, an 8mm polyester nib, a reverse threaded screw cap which also holds the nib in place. This is a spring valve pump action marker, which consists of the valve body and the spring assembly. A 20ml capacity hard plastic barrel and 2 glass mixing bowls. Grog recommends that you put their paint and inks in this marker, so we're going to put something else in it and see how well it performs. OTR 901 Soul Tip paint, baby. Fuck. Alright, now let's juice that nib. With the marker in a vertical position, a freshly juiced nib, and a smooth surface, this marker lays down thick, fat lines with no streaks. Now let's take it to the streets and see how well it holds up. This marker held up pretty well in the streets. We got some unintentional drips and some streaking occasionally, but I definitely think it's worth $4. But it really wouldn't be a fair assessment if we didn't test it the way that Grog designed it. So now we copped another one, and we're going to run it with Extra Flow paint in Bogota White. This marker performed way better with the extra flow paint. The XFP laid down really smooth and very opaque, with very few streaks. So while I was making this video, someone brought it to my attention that the 901 Sole Tip paint is designed for mops and isn't meant to be used in nib markers. But that didn't sound right to me, so I did some research. On Bombing Science, under the description for the 902 Sole Tip paint, it does say that the 901 is designed for mops and not meant to be used with nib markers. So I looked around and found the OTR 4201 Sole Tip painter, a bullet nib pump action marker that comes pre-filled with 901 Sole Tip paint. So this was definitely a valid experiment in my opinion, but it definitely performed better with the Grog XFP. This is definitely a dope little marker and worth $4 empty or $6.50 pre-filled in my opinion. Big shout out to Resky for testing this marker in broad day on the streets. We had a lot of fun with it and hope you guys do too.
Just a packing, never slacking.